Hey, everybody.
Hi.
Hey, all two of you. Welcome to TFT, Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with
Oberon.
and me, Banshee. Hey, Mama T. Hi, Violet Lotus. Wow, gee, this could be a very short show.
Oh, well. Some days are like that.
Had some issues setting up today. Sorry, we almost didn't make it.
Well, we were just running late.
To our own show.
I have cat hair all over my face. I can't imagine why. Hi, Violet.
All right. Well, I'm just going to shuffle up. Hey, have you caught all of our fun videos this week? We did my birthday reading, which was kind of a downer in a way. Not so very great cards. Birthday gifts there, birthday
I thought it was
presents.
mostly the last one.
Oh, no. There was some other winners in the bunch. But that's okay. That's all right. Yeah, okay. That's right. So you got in first, Mama T. Well, we should probably get to your reading soon. Why isn't my chat moving up?
And of course, thank you so much, Mama Teresa.
Yeah, thanks everybody. Yeah, that's right. We got the cauldron there that Mama T got us. That's so awesome. Or me. I say us because they're both going to use it. He could see himself using it in Goth Tarot, so that'll be kind of nice.
You betcha.
All right, well, I am shuffling up an oracle, one of my birthday oracles. Today, I'll be using the Great Eastern Oracle. For our collective reading.
It's very cute. I adore it.
It's very cute. Coochie coo. It'll hold up. We're going to use the Lenormand tiles today and see how it works holding those up.
So thanks again, Mama Teresa.
So appreciated. Thank you. All right. Mr. O. I'm going to have you draw one. There is no reversed. Oh my goodness. I know. They're new and hard to work with. That's okay. I know. I like them though. What do you got?
Well, you know,
Oh.
I had to find that one. Celebrate your uniqueness.
Woo! Sounds like a good one, Mr. O.
Yes, I love it. Can't wait to use it for Goth Tarot or the Halloween season or whatever.
Celebrate your uniqueness. You're as exceptional as anyone. One does not walk into the forest and accuse the trees of being off-center, nor do they visit the shores and call the waves imperfect. So why do we look at ourselves this way? And those words are from Lao Tzu, the philosopher from China. Imagine yourself standing in the middle of the garden of the world. You are surrounded by an infinite number of shapes and colors in bewildering variations. Everything in this garden exists to represent a unique facet of the garden's creator. Nothing has been created to imitate another. What are you doing and why?
I am trying to get a handle on the camera.
Well, you're not.
I know, I realize it.
Okay.
Now I am, but I know what it is. Never mind, keep writing, dear.
I'm sorry, it's so distracting. Nothing has been created to imitate another. If a flower is not true to itself, it misses what it means to be a flower. Stand tall as a unique individual so that the differences of others do not block your vision. And the reflection on this card, oh my, this oracle is a grace for you to be who you truly are. It is making way for you to discover your uniqueness and the purpose of your existence. You are called to be bold and to live on your terms. The most attractive people are those who are confident enough to be themselves. It's the time for you to go against the grain, refuse to conform, and take the road less traveled instead of the well-beaten path. Laugh in the face of adversity and leap before you look. As you follow through, your intuition will grow stronger, and you will build confidence as a self-master. From there, you will always sense and know the correct decision to make or the path to follow in your unique way. Now is the time for you to treasure your distinct features. Hold tenderly to what you are and let this knowing shape your individuality. You have a wealth of experience and wisdom to share with others. Open your heart and begin to emanate the radiance you have been hiding with your unique core. As you follow through with determination, you may be surprised to see the seed of something valuable appear. Recognize your capacities and limitations to make the most of every moment in your life. And there is a mantra, and that is, I rely on my unique qualities to set the stage for my newly emerging physical, psychological, and spiritual life. So I love this deck. It's very philosophical. It's full of Eastern philosophy.
And look, members of our tribe have joined us.
I do see, and I'd like to continue, and then I will say hi.
Well, it's hard to get a word in. I'd like some of these people to be acknowledged since they've been there since
But you distracted me, and
No, I didn't.
they came late.
maybe you were reading for too long.
No,
Yes.
I'm not done with this. Celebrate who you are. Celebrate what makes you unique from others. Don't try to change yourself to be like everybody else. That's just not the way we need to be. We need to celebrate who we truly are. And today I'm being cranky.
I know. I debated turning off your mic,
Well,
But I
who's
didn't.
really cranky?
but I didn't. Not cranky, just
Hi, Kara.
correcting.
Hi, Divine You.
Jason.
Hi, Jano. Good to see you guys. Sorry, I did not mean to distract from people coming in, but I have to get on with the collective reading, so I did. Okay, hey, so I don't know, the list is messed up here. I'll get back to it.
But we have people for that.
Right, I know. She's got it. Mama T, Kara, Jano. Uh-oh, and my pen won't right now. This day has been just nightmarish. And Divine You and then Violet Lotus. We'll see. You never know. People tend to pop in as we go. All right, let's get Mama T done. She's got some sleeping to do.
All right, so just briefly, I have my Tarot of the Ancestral Path.
All right.
And
Oh, yeah, we
that's
didn't do the...
the,
I'll do
Queen
mine
of
when my
Wands.
turn is up. Yeah.
And then I have the Adrian Tarot. And that's the Knight of Swords. And then I have my Uncommon Tarot, which I love. That's the Tower. Of course, that's not the best card to pull, but it is a beautiful card.
Oh, no, this was a day of nightmares with my medications. There's a big mess with the Medicare stuff, and I don't know what's going to happen now as far as getting my cancer drug goes. It's all up in the air. But hopefully it'll be resolved. Somebody is working on it and will at least tell me what I have to do.
Okay, a general reading?
Yes, for Mama T. I thought you were going to use one of your decks. That's
I
why.
am.
Okay.
I just wanted you to finish talking again.
That was just part of my day. It was many frustrations today. Good grief.
Yeah.
Birthday hangover. You know, I'm wearing black because Aries season is over. And I'm in mourning now. No, I'm not. I love Taurus season.
You better.
I do. Oh, it's a horrible mess. They talked about me having to go to a specialty pharmacy, possibly. I'm just hoping it's just a snafu that I will be able to sort out in good order. And Mr. O, I'm trying to figure out what's more a specialty pharmacy than the Cancer Center pharmacy. Anyway.
Don't ask. You might not like that answer.
Yeah, might not. Anyway. All right, Mama T.
Yep. General reading.
All right.
First card is reversed Queen of Cups.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Then we have the upright Six of Wands.
Ah.
Says victory. And then we have the reversed, no, it's upright too, the Nine of Wands. Defiance, it says.
Well, I think that, for you to achieve, I think right now, anyway, Mama T, this reading is talking about what it's got to take for what you feel it's taking out of you to achieve a victory or recognition or something that you desire, some acceptance maybe by others. The Queen of Cups is reversed, and I'm feeling here that you feel like, it takes an emotional toll on you to constantly try to prepare and figure out what it is that will reach people and get you the victory that you desire.
I think that's really clear. In fact, it's really saying that, yes, right now, your emotional unease is really strong, but you really are holding on. That's
Yes.
the card of defiance.
Yes.
And you are still moving towards victory. So the thing is that the harder you work at it, the more it does take an emotional toll on you. You have to just remember, to take time for yourself and to give yourself self-care too, because you are moving towards your victory.
Right.
It's just a lot of hard work, and you need to make sure you are well taken care of for this.
Right, whatever the case may be, you are experiencing...
Hi, Libra.
I know I said hi, I waved. You are experiencing, struggle. But that card, that Nine of Wands, is all about persevering. Persevering to achieve success. And if you persevere, you will achieve success. All right.
Lenormand time.
You sure can, Libra. We'll do that for you. Uh-oh. Oh.
The garden
Okay.
and the mice.
Mice in the garden.
Mice in the garden.
Well, I'd rather have them in the garden than in my house, I'll just say.
It's true.
But, I do think that this means that you either experiencing difficulties, connecting. Go ahead. Go
Okay.
ahead. Yeah,
I
you
think
say
it's tied up a
something?
little bit to the Queen of Cups reverse, the emotional unease that I mentioned.
Okay.
And I think this is really saying that really most of your irritations or things that worry or bother you or seem to be small problems, maybe turn into larger ones, are things that are happening more in the social realms for you. So it could be people that you interface with in social media, but it could also be other things too, neighbors or people that you associate with. Some of these situations maybe cause irritations. Maybe it's their cruel comments, or maybe it's the way they might attack you if it's social media. We all know how that goes. So I think these are saying really you need to hold strong, because this is really here for you, but that is too.
Right. Clearly, I think it's saying maybe, it's interesting because it did come up that way, and I was going to lean towards, social media. But yeah, that there is struggles and troubles, that maybe you have had with social media that, are bringing you down. And let's face it, social media can be a real cesspool sometimes. I'm just going to say it. Hey, I've been pretty lucky out there, but we do get the occasional trolls. We get the occasional people that DM inappropriately. And so I know that it can be difficult. But try to persevere beyond whatever the struggles are. It's worth it in the end, because I think, ultimately people will see what you do in a positive light.
And I think it's good to keep in mind that the mice represent really minor little irritations. So these are not full-flung problems. This is really saying that with everything else going on in your move towards victory, don't sweat the small stuff.
That's a good point too, because the mice really are not major troubles. They're just irritations, But sometimes even that can bring a person down. So don't let it get to you, and don't let it take you off your game and on the road to success.
And if you don't find that cauldron, it's probably because we got the last one, because ours is even autographed on the bottom.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
I was wondering where he got that from. But no, I have seen it there in the past too, Violet. I don't know how they've got it categorized, but I've seen it there in the past. So it's so cute. It is.
It is a cutie.
Oh, there you go. Okay. All right. Well, let's move on. Mama T is done. We are on Kara.
And
Hey,
Kara
you are
has
welcome,
asked the
Mama
question.
T.
You're very welcome.
Gosh, I hope that doesn't mean you're going to have more trolls visiting your DM.
Okay, so it's a higher self question. Kara's, you have to scroll up a little bit for it.
Oh, I see it.
Mm-hmm. Got it?
Okay, yeah, I do. I was just thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
Let me... Okay, so I do have some different decks today. I'm going to use the Simplicity Tarot right now, which is one of the new decks I got. But my son, for my birthday, came through and got me my very own Cat People Tarot, like Mr. O has.
I'll scratch its eyes out.
Hey,
Wow.
I also will be using this one tonight, so I have my own copy now. I'm so excited about that.
So mine can take a break.
And then I have the Mystical Medleys deck once more. There's the Five of Cups in that deck. And finally, I'll be using the Stoller Tarot one more time tonight. Here is the Two of Cups in that deck, the Two of Buckets.
All right.
All right, so let's get rolling here with Kara. Yes, my son came through, and he made a mistake and got the wrong thing for me, so I gave him a couple of ideas, and I'm getting a new deck on Thursday, another one. What a hoot that's going to be. It's the Grunge Tarot.
Mm-hmm.
Shuffle.
Yep.
So also, just I'm working on an Amazon wish list, because people have asked us about that before. Do you have a wish list? Do you have a wish list? I'm working on it. There's a few things about it I want to check into, but I've already been kind of populating a list. I just haven't shared it yet. So at some point we'll do that. But I think the way it's going to be set up is you'll have to ask for permission for me to send it to you, the link to you, I think. I'm not sure. I have to look into this more. So I just didn't have time with all the frustrations I was working on today.
I'm the king of Bologna in the lunch tarot.
The lunch tarot.
Kara.
Oh no, the grunge. Grunge. You know, Kurt Cobain.
And Major Arcana 13 Death, it's mayonnaise. Because that's sometimes called the White Death.
And the Seattle Grunge. You're talking about the Housewives Tarot now.
I'm talking about lunch tarot.
But you know that mayonnaise is... Anyway.
I know.
All right.
Good night, Mama T.
Have a good night, Mama T.
Try to get a little sleep. You're on our time, so you could get about 6 hours, almost.
So it's not all about Kurt Cobain. There are other people in the grunge movement. I saw they mentioned Chris Cornell, and of course the other grunge bands, the Seattle scene.
Rothla Mass, is that a new name or an old name for a Sabbath? Right on the floor, something? Right on the house, laughing?
I don't know why I decided to shuffle again, but I did. It just made it extra special for Kara. I could have let Sunny shuffle, but that would have been...
I know what you're thinking, Kara, but we don't serve mayo on the side. Okay, 7 of Cups reversed.
Okay, all right.
8 of Coins reversed. It's your fault. And the 10 of Wands upright, the one that should be reversed.
I know, it's interesting, Kara. So you're wondering what your higher self has for you because you're kind of stuck. I think your higher self is saying that you have to release some of the things that have been dragging you down. If you're still feeling burdened after the heartbreak you had, if you're still carrying that pain with you, if you're carrying some other things that just are blocking you, and I'm thinking this is, now what?
I'm just talking to
I'm thinking this is on a emotional basis. I thought it was about me. Isn't it all?
You always think it's about you.
And I also think that they feel that maybe you need to work harder to try to clear, yourself of the things that are still holding you down, because you really have some important decisions to make about what you want to do. Spirit is saying, what is it you really want now? Where do you need to apply yourself? What dream or goal is most important to you right now? It's time to choose.
In Wicca or goddess theology, they say the goddess never gives us a burden harder than we can bear. And so I'm thinking that with the 7 of Cups and that 10 there, I'm thinking this is saying that maybe there's a sense that the higher self wants you to do a little more work at probing through the mysteries that they're offering you. They don't want you to just say, okay, I'll choose that one. They want you to really think, to sort of go through that process. It's going to be a little bit of a job to figure out what it is you need to do to bring something new into your life, to learn what you want from the higher self.
Wow, and very good, Mr. O.
You
I like this, I do.
And then the 8 of Coins reversed, I guess, is just saying that it's really not about getting rid of burdens, but about embracing them to some degree, the learning of them. And so it's like, don't discard the lessons you're learning. You need to embrace them and make them work right.
Well, I like that, what he said. It does make more sense to me in some ways. I feel that Spirit wants you to work on the self for sure, and it wants you to truly embrace the lessons maybe from the burdens you carry, because it will help you decide on what you need to do or embrace moving forward. And I do think that, you made perfect sense there. Doggone you, Mr. O.
It just sort of came to me.
How did you pull that right out of the
I've
hat?
heard of blue plate mail, but I'm not sure if it's offered in our area or not. Is that a brand name or is that like a recipe? I love mayo, guys. I love it.
I'm not that crazy about it.
It's only eggs and a little oil whipped at a super high speed. That's all it is. Honest.
I never like it. As a matter of fact, I like people to go easy on the mayo for my tuna salad sandwiches.
Lily and Bear. See, the bear says, grow up about mayo.
Because it's white, the lilies. I guess he got that from there. No! It basically means, Kara, that there is some maturation that needs to be done here, you know. But it has to do with your feelings towards yourself. Have you allowed this situation, this heartbreak, to disempower you in some way, to make you feel less worthy of success, less worthy of moving forward, less worthy in the eyes of Spirit? Spirit says enough of that. Enough of that.
Kara, I want you to order me a DoorDash with macaroni salad.
We are way off track here.
I know, but she keeps going at it and I can't. I'm hungry.
Well,
now.
I like these quieter nights where we can just have fun too.
But no, clearly I think this is saying the parts of you that are the fiercest, the bravest, the strongest, the most self-empowering, they're not quite there yet. They're like dealing with the burdens. They're like trying to figure it out. You're waiting for the higher self to tell you, but the higher self says it will come to you when it's ready, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't be trying. The growth is bound to come to you, but you either have to wait or you really have to look back and see what are the lessons you're not applying that you can be, perhaps.
And you know, I have to say this, there's also this quality about the lilies that has to do with sexuality, you know, and there's female empowerment there with the bear. And so again, that's why I was kind of hitting on this idea of, have you let this thing disempower you? Because Spirit wants you to know that, you know, it is not through any fault of yours, you know. You are a worthy, sensual being who deserves pleasure in life. And that's what we have for you.
It's a miracle.
Miracle Whip.
I like Miracle Whip once in a while, but not very often. It's really mayo for me.
Are we still talking mayo? Jeez. Let's talk about chocolate brownies or something more exciting.
You know, my mom used to make a sort of kind of chocolate cake that she put a little dollop
how
of
many
mayo
times
in.
have I heard
and it
those
was
stories?
delicious. The mayonnaise chocolate cake. Hellman's. Ask for it at your store. All right, I think it's Jano, right?
I believe that is correct, Jano. Thanks for putting up with us. We're being really goofy tonight, but we'll take you right now.
La 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 la.
For Kira and yourself, the
All right.
next 3 months. All right, let's take a look.
Okay, I'm going to use my uncommon tarot, Jason. It really was. The mayo doesn't add any kind of flavor. It just adds a moistness. That's basically what it's about.
Well, I prefer sour cream cakes. You know, sour cream also does that with the cake, makes it moist. I've made some cupcakes and things with sour cream in it before.
I think Divine has the right idea.
All about cake and cooking. Well, chocolate cake is my specialty, but I do like other cakes as well. I particularly make great, every time I have made a bundt cake, it's come out perfectly. I mean, it's come out perfectly every time. So that's one of my favorite kind of cakes to make. Layer cakes, for some reason, I still don't get them even. Of course, I have to cut them, you know, the tops off or whatever to try to make the layers even.
And while Banshee's shuffling for Jason's question, I'm going to remind everybody that we are not here this Saturday for happy hour. We actually have a live engagement in Hartford, Michigan at the Arts and Craft Metaphysical Shop. We're there for their holistic and wellness fair, psychic fair, wellness fair. So we'll be there, but happy hour will return the following Saturday, April 30th.
Well, we can be happy once more. And if all goes well, we'll be happy Saturday too. We're hoping to have a good time there, make some good connections, and do some business.
Mm-hmm.
Well, for me, baking is tough because I have a lot of hand arthritis or issues, and even more so this last year, so I don't know if my cancer has something to do with it. Go ahead.
Our first card is the Eight of Swords reversed. This is for Jason. And then we have the King of Swords reversed. And then we have the Four of Cups upright.
Wow.
So it's a little bit back and forth, but the Eight of Swords reversed is actually not such a bad card. The Eight of Swords reversed may look like something is sort of moving away from a field or area of either self-containment, of self-isolation, or maybe they felt that they needed to sort of hold back a little bit. So they may be moving forward. They're still not necessarily know exactly where they're moving. The King of Swords maybe indicates that too, that maybe there's a little bit of uncertainty about the question, or if there is an important decision to make, there may be a concern about whether or not they have all the facts, or if they really have the right temperament to make this decision. And then the Four of Cups really is playing to the idea that maybe there are some ambiguities or other choices going on with this, and that maybe there's more than one way to think about it, or maybe it represents the idea that maybe someone is still, even though they may be moving, maybe they're still not totally ready to make a decision or to commit to something.
So, are you in a relationship with Kira at this time? I have to say, that 8 and that 4 is really interesting to me, because it's as if somebody wants to make a move of some sort or feels more comfortable now and not feeling trapped or stifled in some way. They feel like they can move or they can breathe again, is maybe a better way I can say it. But that 4 of Cups indicates to me another kind of wait and see sort of moment. It's like there's contemplation as to what should happen next. So to me, I'm looking at this whole scenario and I'm thinking the next 3 months are really kind of up in the air. Like there's just either a stalemate where not too much is happening, or there might be just some decisions that are being put off.
It's a slow motion do-si-do.
Yeah, because
just going around each other maybe. So it might be a sense of circling around each other, maybe.
So you do seem to be getting closer. All right, maybe that's why the Eight of Swords is here reversed, because it does seem to show there's some movement happening and that something could break through. But the King of Swords is reversed, and the King of Swords is indicating that, well,
it could also indicate a stalemate too, like maybe somebody, when I combine with the other cards, maybe it's just somebody who maybe has more of that decisive making ability, but maybe they're stalled too.
Yeah, I feel somebody is stalling from making a decision. Now, I'm not saying that's going to be the whole theme for all 3 months, but I think it's going to be a predominant factor. And that 4 of Cups is not a bad card, but it does indicate again that there is just this time of a pause, sort of like everything is on hold while somebody or both of you are thinking things through.
I wouldn't say that this speaks at all to any sort of discomfort.
No.
It just sort of seems like maybe, like Banshee says, maybe a waiting period, or maybe just a sort of metered response to everything. So we're going to pull the Lenormand and see if that gives us a little more detail. It may not be so for long.
Well, we'll see. This Lenormand sometimes. Yeah, that came in my hand. Oh.
Oh! Okay, maybe we have some really contradictory behaviors here.
Well, not necessarily. I think what this means...
Well, there's the whip and the anchor.
Yeah. And so there's two things I could say here is that the status quo could be suddenly disrupted in some way. I don't know. Let's just give examples here, like an argument. Something separates the two of you maybe unexpectedly, or maybe it brings you together. Something is going to disrupt the status quo. And so it might be good, it might not be good.
Right, it actually feels like it could go either way. Like what Banshee says is like maybe, some sort of like, oh, you're really like that. Each of you thinking that about the other. Well, maybe this isn't going to work out. Or maybe it's just a matter of all of a sudden, maybe something does click quickly.
I feel maybe one of you is having some worries about maybe getting too involved right away. It's just my guess with the Eight of Swords there. The Eight of Swords is reversed, mind you. It's almost like they're ready to make a move, and I'm just going to read it thinking about this now, but they're unsure it's the right decision to make at this time, so they really want to think about it more.
Previously, I believe you mentioned that maybe Kira had also recently left a relationship, and so there may have been that kind of, like queasiness a little bit about jumping too soon into something, the so-called rebound thing. But I think that your best prognosis maybe lies in the Four of Cups because it shows there is consideration. It's not exactly movement, but it's a thought process. And it's a thought process that really goes more from the emotional specter of your beings.
So it might just mean that in these next 3 months, it might move along at a slower clip, but I advise patience at this time. And take it slow. And don't be too disruptive because it could unstabilize things. Don't try to push things, in other words. Let things kind of naturally grow. I think that's maybe what's needed here and maybe what the message is. Especially when I see this, because the whip is that sudden movement, but it can be disruptive. And when I see it with the anchor, it might disrupt something that is slowly trying to build. So maybe let nature take its course here and take it slow, but definitely by all means, continually show your interest and, your desire, how much you click with Kira, etc. Just beware that it may not move as fast as you'd like. And that's what we have for you.
All right, Jason. Thanks.
Did anybody else pop in the room that I missed?
I don't believe so.
So then we're on Divine You.
Right. How am I or will be looking in my new organization? This new organization is very result-oriented. Okay, that's the kind of questions that I think are really good.
Hey, you're welcome,
You're welcome, Jason. So how do you look to your organization? How are you looking in that? It's your
The new organization.
Yes.
Okay.
Very cool. Well, certainly we hope the best for you, Divine. And tomorrow morning, my emotional exchanges at 7 a.m. If we're speaking about...
What time is that? 8 a.m.?
No, it's at 7 a.m.
I'm teasing. 9 a.m.? No.
Banshee's Material Matters. It's on at never o'clock. On no day.
Hey, oh my gosh, when are we going to film my show? We're going to be out all day Saturday.
Obviously, we have to film it tomorrow.
Oh, I totally forgot about that.
I told you earlier.
Well, it must have been when I was fuming about the drug. The cancer drug. Here, shuffle.
Okay, I will. Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
Very cool. Well, good luck to your friend, too, of course.
Sonny is sacked out.
Yeah, he really is. Divine.
Okay, we have the Five of Cups is reversed. That is okay.
Yeah,
and
that
this
one's
is
okay.
interesting. That's the Eight of Cups upright. And the King of Pentacles is reversed.
All right.
Well, this is really interesting, Divine, because you asked specifically about the new organization. And I really feel with the Eight of Cups up right here is this was a good move. This was a good move for you. In other words, it's going to elevate you in some way. It may take some time, but I feel overall this is a step in the right direction for you. The Five of Cups is indicating there's just new opportunities that are going to be popping up for you in this position, whether it's financial ones, whether it's just increasing your skills or your abilities or giving you more challenges, positive challenges.
I like the Five of Cups reversed because I do feel it sort of says like maybe a situation that you might have thought was not very happy has actually provided that. The idea of what Banshee said, new context, new information coming, maybe some old people returning too, possibly, to help you along. The Eight of Cups certainly also looks like what Banshee said, like maybe you feel you will leave behind things that were less desirable moving ahead. And so I noticed your question there about whether you're going to your friend's new organization. And I'm wondering about that because I guess maybe that was part of the goal or part of the hope there. That sort of expresses that idea that maybe you are moving towards something else.
Well,
but the King of Pentacles reversed maybe is suggesting more time is needed, or maybe it's not exactly like that.
that wasn't really a question. I think it was a comment. But the thing is, the King of Pentacles reversed. I would say this, Divine, the challenge that you have in face right now is to just make sure you have everything together. The King of Pentacles indicates maybe some disorganization. You're going to have to focus more maybe, and you're going to have to just be a little bit more at the top of your game, Just don't let up right now. Just keep the momentum going.
I think that's really important because, this is a very business question. And of course, the King of Pentacles applies to a lot of business sense and resonance. So I'm wondering too if this could suggest that, of course, there may be a little bit of competition, or that maybe the view of you will be, an honest and critical review. So like Banshee says, you will have to do everything, to present that correct image.
Yeah.
So let's look at the Lenormand. I'm just thinking that it will, but it's probably not exactly as soon as you're thinking it would be. Maybe this will help us focus that.
I'm not looking at that question.
Oh, okay.
Wow, Divine. You know how you've been having some kind of cards lately and stuff? Well, guess what? Look at that. You have
So you
the
get
bouquet,
and you get the star.
and you have the star. I mean, you don't have to worry too much. I think you're going to be well thought of. You really fit in well, and there could be bonuses or raises coming in your future. And it may not be that long, actually, where something positive happens, or at least you're going to get a lot of joy out of doing this work. I just feel that the star is indicating, that you're going to be well thought of.
Yeah, this is really a stellar way, pun intended, for us to present the Lenormand in relationship to that. And I think it's very likely that June is only a few months away, so maybe these things will be perking along pretty soon, actually. So I think it's totally true. I think this really does say you have a good standing, you are seeing good, and that probably there will be more rewards for you as the process goes on. All that stuff about, new ideas, new people coming, new energies, and other considerations, just, you just have to work hard, and I know you can do that.
Right, and I know you say you've been kind of phasing out and what you've mentioned lately. And see, that's just it. The King of Pentacles reversed there. You just got to make sure that, it's a tough thing. They always tell you to leave your work at work and leave your home life or your other life at home, but we can't always do that. So I'm just saying here, make sure that, you're focused when you're at work on what you need to do and you keep everything in good order, and all looks very, very positive.
Yeah, this is a good card reading for you.
So good luck with that.
Thanks, Divine.
Well, I think Mama T has left us, but I have to say that cauldron works pretty well for these.
I love it. It's a cute little cauldron.
It is very cute. All right.
All right, Libra wanted a general.
Yeah, that's right.
And I'm going to use my Tarot of the Ancestral Path.
You're very welcome, Divine. Very welcome.
This would be a first if we actually ended at 8 o'clock. No, I guess it wouldn't be a first, but we've ended almost at that early.
It's true.
Well, we have so much to do. I'm actually baking a pan of lasagna to take with us on the road to the store we're going to, because they're our friends, and he recently had some health situation, and so his wife asked if I would bring something to eat, and I said, I'll make lasagna. I'm a master.
Oh, gosh. He does make a mean lasagna. He does.
Well, I'm going to make a pan for him and a pan for us to keep at home. Whoops, your shuffle.
Oh, you're not going to see me complaining about that, Mr.
It's a really great recipe. When you've been doing it for like 45 years, it means something.
You've probably been doing it longer than that.
I'm an honorary Italian. I started somewhere in the mid-70s, so that's about 45 years. A little bit longer. Hi, Gina.
Gina!
You saved us from ending early.
Yeah.
That was...
What?
Nothing. I'm not going to say anything. That was fun.
1, 2, 3. There.
Okay, Libra's general reading. First card is the Reversed Hermit.
Reversed Hermit. Okay.
Then it's the Empress upright.
Oh.
And then it's the Queen of Wands upright.
Wow.
Yeah, these are wow cards because I'm actually wondering if you're moving back towards a relationship with somebody, or in thinking of the dating game again, or just getting out a little bit. The idea of maybe dating is, to me, bound up with the Queen of Wands. She sort of presents a personality that maybe is, looking for, possible action in that way. The Empress, though, sort of brings out more motherly instincts, perhaps. Are any of your kids old enough to start dating? Just a thought there.
Yeah.
Mother's concern for a dating
There is
child.
some interesting energy here. I mean, the Hermit reversed indicates to me this is a time to, hey, crawl out of that cave, and shine. There is the Queen of Wands, and she is so magnetic, dynamic. This is your time.
Oh, wow.
And this could be a very creative time for you as well, very productive, where you just can, people want to be around you. People are attracted to this energy I see here. And it's to me, it's kind of a social energy, wouldn't you say? It's very
I feel that,
social.
right. The wands are really, the idea of charisma and networking and relationships even.
And so I know you're if you're not working, Libra, or you don't work full time, this is a card of really getting yourself out there, out and about. And people are going to be very attracted to you, I just feel. And also, it might be for your own good. It might be for your own self-care, that maybe you just need to get out and socialize.
Well, it could also be saying, too, that there's something that's a little larger than life, than normal for you in doing this kind of thing. Like maybe there is really the rising to some special role. Like maybe, you've decided you really want to be more serious about, finding the right person. I'm not saying you never were, but I'm just saying there's something magnanimous going on there in that department. So it's bound to be good.
Yeah.
So let's do the Lenormand.
All right.
So that means that you're nearly half Sicilian.
Well,
Kara.
Gina, I would say if we ever met you in person, he's going to have to bring along his lasagna, and we'll see if it passes
It needs
the
to get the
test.
Gina seal of approval.
Or he's going to have to mail you a tub. I don't know how that would work. What do you got, Mr. O? Uh-oh.
Crimson and Clover.
Well, thankfully, the clover's on the right side of that. But I think what this might be saying is that, time is short. Time is short, and you really ought to get out now and socialize and have some fun. And I'm not saying time is short, you're doomed, you're going to die. I'm just saying there's no time like the present to take advantage of, this kind of energy while you have it. I think this is a slightly cautionary tale here, even though this is the Clover Libra, in that you need to move while the energy is hot. So whether you're looking for relationships, you're looking for more friends or partnerships, or just have a good time with people, there's no time like the present. Do it now.
Yeah, I think that's totally what this is saying, is like really it's momentous. It's probably has something to do with astrological inclinations going on. But really right now is the time to cut loose.
Yeah, and I'm going to say Taurus season. I just feel that the energy is probably from now through Taurus season. So maybe for the next month, I think it would do you a lot of good.
Crimson and Clover over and over. Thank you, Violet. I thought Gina was going to say that, so I'm a little surprised you said it, but I love that song. It's an old 60s song, the original version.
Okay. Well, what do we want to use for Gina's question?
Well, it's your turn, if that
That's
makes a
what we
difference.
have for you, Libra. Good luck with that.
Good luck,
Get out
Libra.
and party.
Awesome.
Of course, I'm saying that because I'm coming off my party season.
We should just all get together. You're sort of over there towards the East Coast too, right? Or east of us.
Who, Kara?
Kara, right.
Oh, Kara's, yeah, absolutely.
We're going to have a lasagna party. We want the
Hey,
Sicilian
we'll
to
have
come
to invite
too.
Mr. Maurice. He's out
Right,
there in,
absolutely.
I think in Massachusetts. And Libra. Isn't Libra out there too?
I think so, yeah.
Maybe that's it. We'll all party.
We'll just have a big lasagna party. Long Island, all right.
All right, did you see Gina's question?
Yes, it's a bedhead.
Is it my deck?
It's your deck.
Oh, I thought maybe you want to use your final rose for that.
Oh, you know what? I didn't tell anybody this, but I brought 2 decks extra just in case the question came up. The Final Rose Tarot is my exclusively used on my emotional exchanges for relationships.
Or people, hey.
So we're going to take a look.
Interpersonal relationships.
I'm not going to say what the other secret deck is unless the question comes up. So far it hasn't.
Party at Gina's.
Party at Gina's. Yeah!
Hello, B. Is that BS7? BS7. All right, well, after we
BS7.
do this reading, we'll be able to read for you because we have a very short list tonight.
Yeah, you'll be next after this reading.
Yeah, so hang in there. Thank you for coming.
All right, so we're using the Final Rose to get the sense of the bedhead. And the Final Rose Tarot seems to be patterned off of a popular reality show about bachelors and dating and proposals. And I love it because the images are very red and pink tinged and just really direct. There's no nuance. It's just pretty much boom out there. Love it. So yes, if you want to see it in action, do turn into the Emotional Exchanges Friday mornings at 7 a.m.
All right.
If your love life is not becoming to you, you should be coming to me. But not for a love life, just for a reading.
You look like they're all reversed, Mr. O.
No. That one isn't.
No, you're right.
Okay. Oh dear. This is quite interesting.
Which one is that?
It's 12.
Oh.
So that's what?
The Hanged Man?
The Hangman. To be continued. The cliffhanger. But it's reversed.
Yes, it's the cliffhanger, Gina, in this deck. The Hanged Man. I think that's so appropriate. I love what they did with some of these love interpretations. The cliffhanger.
The reverse cliffhanger. So he's falling up the cliff. He's climbing back up.
Come on, move on.
All right, and then we have the 5 of Rings, which is the 5 of Pentacles, and it says insecure.
Oh.
And then we have another 5, the 5 of Mirrors, which is the 5 of Swords, and that's reversed. It says Tattletale, so it's the reversed
Oh my goodness.
Tattletale.
Boy, this is a mess. What could be going on with Mr. B? Well, first off, it looks like he's getting back out there and about again. The Hanged Man is reversed. And I feel that, this isn't time to just be hanging around.
The next chapter started.
The next chapter's starting. Maybe, I do believe you said there's a tour going on, right? So it's possibly that. I feel here. The 5 of Pentacles, though, is just really a strange card. I'm really hoping he keeps up his health, because sometimes the 5 of Pentacles can be about a sick spell. It can also be about, loss of money or income. So there might be some difficulties on this tour, or maybe just with money in general, or it just might feel that he may be having problems with some of the people that he's working with.
Well, based on what Gina just said there, it sounds like, yes, he's coming back. And so there is a sense of anxiety or insecurity about, being away so long, doing stuff again, the particular venue. Sorry.
No, go ahead. Did you want to say anything about the Hanged Man then? You did.
I did, I think. And so I would just conclude with our reverse Tattletale. The 5 of Swords reversed. 5 of Swords is really that horrible card, nobody wins. This could be saying maybe that something unexpected is going to happen there, and that maybe the rules have changed and he won't have the exact same situation he thought. Like maybe he thought he had control in a certain way. Maybe he won't.
You nailed it there, Gina. He will find this to be a challenging tour.
Yeah.
I sense that there might be some difficulties working with people. There just seems to be conflict. And, maybe he has just some people who want to usurp his authority, do things their way. It just seems like there's some conflict and stress. And I worry about that 5 of Pentacles, though, because, hey, COVID isn't over, let's just say. So hopefully...
Well, I worry about both of the 5s because they just add energy situations, and that says there's a lot of fast-paced stuff. He's going to have to make sure he's methodical enough to not lose control over certain things, because things are going to move fast in that environment.
Read that last one. 12-5-5.
So he's a month younger than me. I'm 11-5-5.
Wow. But that's a very cool observation, Gina.
Yeah, you always get the numbers.
And so, this wasn't so much about you, because you did ask about how he's doing, or about the two of you. And that's what I see there. I think he's going to be struggling a bit with this tour. It's going to take a lot out of him. And And I just hope, like I said, he maintains his health and well-being through it, because it does seem like it's a bit of a conflict going on. Let's do the Lenormand on this. Hey.
I pull first. Don't ruin it. Throw it
it's
back.
work related.
Throw it back.
It's totally work related. But
The
I
bear
feel like
and the fox.
I feel like he's in a strong position here. You know, how long has he been doing this work, okay? So I feel like he's in a strong position because he's got the bear and the fox. And the fox is definitely about co-workers and work environment. I feel like he will be able to maintain his own through this tour, but that's not to say that it's not going to take a lot out of him anyway. I do see him coming out of it okay in the end.
He's like William Tell. He's not the one that's getting the arrow fired at him. This stuff says he's the one who really is going to fire the arrow. And of course, I'm hearing that song from the old TV show, the William Tell Show.
Okay.
That's him. He's William Tell. So he will come through. He will be the fox on the run. He will be the fox on the run after the little rats that are trying to get his ass.
Well, I didn't watch that language.
Sorry.
This is a family show. Just kidding.
Is it?
I don't know. Anyway. That's what we have about Mr. E.
Mr. Bedhead.
Well, good luck, Mr. B.E.
And that means that BS7 is up next.
And we did have a question
That's
I saw
right.
posted. When will there be a union between Radhika and Balram? Okay, me. Okay.
All right, so that's your deck.
When will there be a union? Let's see what we get.
Oh, you want to do that?
Well, which what?
I thought it was the 2 and 2, but it's not that one. Yes, we have you, BS7, and we have your question. Thank you for coming to our show. Yeah, that was interesting, Gina. And I am down with a lasagna party. I don't know how it'll happen, but we'll get it there. It will be worth the wait. And I make 2 kinds of lasagna, everybody. I make beef lasagna and I make spinach lasagna. Spinach lasagna is just a vegetarian lasagna. It's not a vegan lasagna.
No.
But vegan is not a dirty word. No, it is not.
All right. Shuffle, Mr.
Hi, Marcia. Yes, you'll be the next
Hey.
one. You'll be the next one after the one we're on now.
So, okay, so we have BS7, and then we have Marcia, and then Violet Lotus. Wow, the show goes on. We thought we were going to end early.
But no. I'd rather be doing
I've got no
this.
plane to catch.
No planes.
Although there might be a ghost show at 9, so... All right.
You would probably like mine.
First card I drew is the King of Swords. And then we have the Page of Wands reversed. Huh. And we have Justice upright.
Well, there are 2 indicators here that it is about decisions of some sort.
Yes.
Or coming to decision.
The King of Swords and Justice kind of indicate that. I mean, other than balance and fairness, it can mean, making the right decision. And it's interesting that those 2 cards are on the side of that Page of Wands. So I have a feeling here that it just seems as though things are dragging a little bit because certain decisions still need to be made. Is it from you? Is it the other person? I'm
wondering if one of you is not exactly free or able to make the decision at this time. Like there's maybe reasons why you can't come to this decision, which I assume is the union. And we're not answering exactly when. We are sort of indicating that there's something maybe that is holding it back.
Right. I think there's a delay. I don't know if the Lenormand will get us closer to timing, but we can try. Or we might be able to try another reading where we could see what it says. But I think this reading is indicating that there is a delay or lack of, like a message is not getting through. Somebody really needs to get this ball rolling, and it's not happening.
It could be that maybe once there is this alignment in communication, that things would be moving faster. Still, we're not really seeing a definitive time period here.
Let's do the Lenormand first, and then we might do something else. Let's see.
Yeah.
I have an idea, at least. Oh, here.
You're not able to talk right now. Okay.
Okay.
So there's the ring, and then we had the coffin, and I'm wondering if there are other complications or there are other possibilities that maybe this is not going to happen.
Well, I wonder here because this almost sounds like a broken commitment of some sort. I don't know if this person, has been involved with anybody else and there's some breakup there, or whatever the case may be. I mean, I hate to say this could be your relationship not solidifying into, a committed relationship. Because coffins are not necessarily death, but they are endings. And this looks like an ending of a commitment of some sort. And, the ring is obviously could be a romantic commitment.
Now, the other thing could be that maybe if there are other commitments on either side of you, maybe those other commitments have to end before your, process begins. I'm just throwing that out there as a possibility. Lala, hello, and yes, we can put you on our list.
I'm just trying to think if there's anything we could do here to find out timing.
Well, maybe we could ask if it would be by the end of the year and go with a yes or no on it.
Yeah, let's do that. We're going to do a yes or no and just see if there's any hope of a relationship happening by the end of the year, a commitment.
So that's like about 8 or 9 months.
So it's just a quick reading to see what the cards think about that.
So it may be that there is this other commitment in the way, if I'm understanding that.
Okay.
But we're going to ask the cards if they can give us an idea if it will be by the end of the year.
Okay. I'll move that.
And for those who have not subscribed to us or hit the like button, we would really like it if you did.
Thank you. Thank you in advance.
And now Banshee will count off the cards.
Yes, I will.
That's good.
Just take me a minute. Okay, it's leaning towards yes. It's not a definite yes, but this card here, the 8 of Cups, is reversed. And put that one down. I guess I should put the aces down too. Here is the Ace of Cups reversed and the Ace of Swords reversed. Hi, Lena.
You see what Violet wrote just about that?
Oh!
We're having a goofy night.
I think the list is closed with Lena. We'll get Lena in.
Yeah, we're just going to do Lena. Sorry.
So
okay,
funny.
so
Here's the deal. 2 aces in a reading that come up in X amount of cards indicates that it's maybe going to happen, but there has to be a willingness for someone to come back. I don't know if this makes sense, or come around to, deciding that this would not be a bad, that they agree that, that they're more agreeable to the relationship.
Right. This card suggests that maybe something almost happened and then it kind of pulled back, but maybe now it might go back again. Or something like there was movement in between this whole thing and or with the other person that you possibly mentioned there.
I feel somebody might change their mind in a positive manner, which will allow things to move forward. But it may take time, because looking at those other cards, I have to say, they weren't super positive. Somebody is definitely blocking this.
So you got your work.
And you probably know more about what we're talking about than we do. So that's about what we've got for you right now. But hopefully, if it's going to happen, it may happen closer to the end of the year.
So that's what we have for you.
All right.
And we're going to get with Marcia.
Hey, Marcia. We're fine. It's 8:11.
Well,
we've got Marcia, we've got Lala, and then we've got Lena and Violet.
All right. Good, BS7.
Appearance yesterday. Okay.
Which deck should I use?
Whichever one you want.
I'll use the Final Rose.
Well, you go for it. Sunny is awake.
Yeah, we got you, Marcia.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
BS7, you're welcome.
Come again.
Oops. All right, let's see what he was thinking and feeling yesterday when he made an appearance.
So it's the Four of Pentacles reversed. Four of Pentacles reversed.
Yeah.
It's the Moon reversed. And it's the Knight of Cups upright, the hopeless romantic, it says. So
interesting stuff.
It is interesting.
Well, the Four of Pentacles reversed.
He's willing to give.
He's willing to give, or he's willing to let go. I mean, there's this aspect of letting go of some things now. So
right, it could be more about letting go than giving something.
But what is he letting go of? Is it just like a rigid mindset? Or is it, he's letting go of people in his life?
Is it deceptions?
Is it deceptions? Which
the
one?
Moon.
Oh, the moon. Well,
It's
I
reversed.
think what I was going to say was I think that he's getting some kind of clarity now about what it is he really needs to do. Whether it's to let go of someone or to pursue something.
So in a way, he's still sort of in the middle, and the moon is a card that has some duality about it, a light side, a dark side. So he is really thinking maybe about what he wants to do, whether it might be moving on to someone or something different, which maybe is you, or it's really about what he's trying to let go from behind.
Well, like I said, he's either thinking of letting go or moving on. That's his thing. But things are becoming clearer to him.
Yeah.
So I will say that something is on his mind. And, he's between these two elements here.
Trying to be friendly, you say, and asking about your father. So that's interesting.
Well, it's interesting, and like I said, so maybe he is trying to pursue again. I'm not sure. All right. Oh, the Lenormand.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do that. And you had another question, though, didn't you? Let me just see. Will you see him tomorrow? We can do a quick yes, no on that, just to see what it says. And you can tell us if we were right or not. All right. Well, it's interesting that we have the house and the fish. He definitely wants to get out. I feel like he wants to get out of the house. So you might see him tomorrow. But as far as this reading goes, I feel as though he is looking at the security of his home life right now in a different way. He's thinking of the value of his home life right now, which could be, we've talked about that before, that he's been possibly, working on his relationship or lack thereof in the home.
I sort of feel like, maybe there's this idea too that being in a place of business, whether it's his or somebody else's, maybe also, being at home for him in a sense, like he lives large, and maybe, that's something else that doesn't relate exactly to those other ones.
So I'm going to use this deck for the yes, no. We'll
Okay.
just do it quick. So will you see him tomorrow? You'll have to let us know. And remember, everybody who comes to our happy hour on Saturdays, there will not be one this week because we're doing a public event. We're reading in person at a store on the other side of the state. The west side. Happy Hour will return on April 30th, a week from this Saturday.
Yeah, it'll be fun to find out. Okay, so this is yes or no. Will you see him tomorrow?
Yep. What?
You didn't take it out. Well, at least it's not my deck, so count one extra.
You're right.
Oh.
Wow, well, it's leaning towards yes, but I don't know, because this card's kind of ambiguous. So we have the Four of Swords there is the card that came out, but you did get two aces, and the Four of Swords is in between them. So it's leaning towards yes, but I think a lot is going to depend on how he feels. Is he up for going out? The Four of Swords sometimes indicating he needs a break, he needs a rest, but maybe he needs the entertainment of going out, and that's his, his leisure activity.
I think you'll see him, but he may present himself as being a little bit tired and maybe only there just for a little bit. He just wanted to drop in and say hi. And of course, if he does stay longer, then you can take that for what it's worth too.
But I do feel that that's interesting that I got the Four of Swords there. So that's why I'm leaning towards maybe, maybe not. He may just not feel up for it. So you'll have to let us know how it goes.
All right.
All right.
And we are on Lena, or Lala then.
Lala, you are up.
That's your deck.
Get your question. Which deck do I want to use? The silly one? One of the silly ones? We'll use this one. Use this, yeah.
Ah, okay. So that could
wow. Okay, did they post a question? I think.
Yeah, go ahead and write a question, Lala, or tell us if you want a general reading.
No, I think there was one earlier, but
Oh,
maybe
okay.
it got...
Let's take a look.
Maybe not.
Yeah, I don't think there was.
General. Okay.
Alrighty, Lala.
Absolutely.
And on Tuesday, we had our own astrology reading with tarot, the monthly modality message. Good information for the whole month, so check that out. That's on our YouTube channel.
Shuffle this one more time. Okay. Oh, you know what? Well, it would have been, oh wow. The temperature really went up in here.
A little
I was
bit.
thinking, boy, am I hot. And then I'm looking at the thermostat. It's because it got warmer today. Not turning on the air conditioning yet.
No, of course not.
All right. There's the Ten of Pentacles upright. We have the Three of Swords reversed. And the Five of Wands upright.
So what do you need to know in a general reading?
Well, I feel there's a healing going on, and I don't know if this is, between you and members of your family, or maybe a significant other, but there seems to be a healing going on, but it's a little bit wobbly, like maybe there's some arguments or squabbles. I don't know if this is related to money or security or of a financial nature, but I feel that there is, the Three of Swords indicates healing.
I think that there's been some competition or arguing or whatever you call that about an inheritance or money situation that might be connected to your family or people in your family or someone else. And I feel like maybe there's been a little bit of a fight over this, a competition, but maybe you have come out in a better side of it. I'm not saying necessarily you got an inheritance, but I'm thinking there was a fight over money, or there was combativeness over money, property, owned things that maybe belong to people, and you are coming out of it, is what I feel.
And on a very, very general level, this combination of cards could just indicate that, you've been struggling maybe with finances a little bit, or financial security. And that, maybe you're in some kind of recovery mode with that right now as well, or that you will be. That things will start picking up, things will start looking better. Perhaps there's been some stress and strain, financially. I don't know if possibly you've lost a job or some security, or maybe you're looking for work, whatever the case may be. It looks like there will be a recovery, though.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if this makes sense to you. Nothing romantic here. It looks more involved with, you are struggling financially. See, but this is up right now, so I really feel, combining that with this card here, I feel like your pressures will start to ease, but it may take a little bit more time. It's still a little bit wobbly, but I feel like you're going to be able to get back on your feet again. Let's see if Lenormand can add to that. All right. Okay, all right. So right now, Lala, I feel there's a bit of a struggle. The mountain is here, and it's like you're struggling to climb this mountain to achieve the joy and happiness and let's say, the rewards that you feel you deserve, whether it's financial well-being and security, or whether it's promotions or raises in pay. This is always a positive card, but it's showing right now there is a struggle achieving that. And, the best advice I have for you is don't give up that fight. Climbing that mountain to achieve this goal is very worthwhile.
Well, it could also be, too, that the way you achieve this is through some sense of teamwork, because the Five of Wands is not always about bad competition.
That's
it could be
true.
about partnering. There's always going to be little quibbles or squibbles, whatever. But really, I think this is saying that maybe the value of teamwork helps pull you back to get things going in a better direction. You may have to team with some people in order to solve some of your problems or to find a better way of getting through your financial struggles.
So you asked for general, and it went right to this situation. So I think for now, this is probably the thing you have to really focus on in your life, especially if it's true that you have been struggling financially. So try to get your affairs in order. The team might also indicate maybe finding somebody who can better help you manage your finances, or if it's a question about career direction, just talk to career counselors or advisors.
Right. I was going to say that too.
Yeah. So that's what we have for you. We wish you luck with that, Lala.
Thanks for
and
coming
do
today.
come back again sometime.
All right. So Lena is next.
Lena is up. Yes, Lena's up. And then Violet Lotus.
A reading from Spirit. Well then, I guess I get to bring out
The
that
Ghost deck.
the Ghost
You're
Tarot. Because I said I had a fifth deck that was...
You're welcome, Lala.
You're welcome. I hope that was helpful. So the Ghost Tarot I like to use because it does talk about actual spirits or maybe spirit in general. So we're going to use this extra fifth deck that I brought today. A reading from Spirit.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What did you hear? Oh, you thought it was something else?
I thought it was a cat.
Oh, okay. No, it was me moving around my seat and
Okay.
or my foot hitting something down there.
I thought maybe they were scratching a chair leg or something. Those cats.
Those cats.
Sorry. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Proceed.
All right. Two of Cups.
Wow. This is a message from Spirit.
Reversed Eight of Wands. Reversed Ace of Cups.
Oh.
Well, believe it or not, Spirit may be saying that maybe romance or a relationship in the future is possible. I don't think it's immediately in the future. The Eight of Wands reversed sort of indicates spent energy or maybe just the idea that it's not happening fast. The Ace of Cups could be saying that it may have delays. This is a beginning of something loving and pleasurable. Ace of Cups. The real clear indication, of course, is that Two of Cups over there of the couple there. That's what's telling me maybe that Spirit is suggesting something is coming to you or will be coming to you. It may not be coming fast. There may be some delays or some things that are just sort of, kind of doing a slower dance, maybe, delays.
Yeah, this is a tricky one. The Two of Cups is a beautiful card, and almost always talks about partnerships or coupling, relationship, a harmonious relationship. But these other cards are indicating some struggles here. I feel that Spirit might be just saying, don't spin your wheels too hard trying to make a relationship happen at this time. In time, it will come, but it's not right now. And I think even Spirit is acknowledging that, it may seem like right now it's a waste of time or a waste of energy to try to meet someone new and begin a partnership or relationship. So perhaps, it's just saying, put it on the back burner for now.
Yes, it could be just that Spirit is saying really, the sense of it happening in its own time. I mean, we have a spirit couple who maybe have waited the test of time. Maybe this is saying this isn't really very immediate at all, but it is something that Spirit really feels very strongly about telling you that your time with someone is coming to you.
I feel that, I do, but I just feel that it's not right now. And it's interesting. Let's see what the Lenormand will throw at us. And I pulled first, and you didn't stop me.
Oh my goodness, he woke up.
I know, barely.
Barely.
Do we need to rethink this?
I don't know, you tell me.
So we got the Gentleman, and then we got the Clover. I feel that it's going to be, I think Spirit is saying, when this moment happens for you, Lena, it's just going to be something that's very spontaneous. It's almost one of these situations of love at first sight, or just that this is the one when you meet them. So I think this is very positive in that regard. But it's really funny because this right here goes along with that, and yet these two are kind of saying, well, not yet.
Yeah, that was the one thing about this, but I felt that the strength of the Two of Cups does mean a relationship is coming to you.
Yeah. And getting this together here, the Clover with the Gentleman, indicates a partner is out there. So don't give up hope, Spirit is saying. There will be something for you, and you will know it when it happens.
You don't have to tell us.
I know. So that's what we have for you, Lena. Wow, good luck with that.
All right.
Sun is like sputtering here today. Yeah, he's out. He is like party pooper.
Maybe he ate some brownies. I don't know.
Maybe he ate too much. That's probably it in general.
You're welcome, Lena.
He was trying to steal some snacks I set aside for Shadow. I have to feed treats separately to Shadow because Sunny and Sassy always steal them from her. So he found where I hid them, and he was going for them, and I was so angry. It's like, Sunny, those are not for you. You had yours.
Alrighty, so that means Violet Lotus, you are next, and
Laura?
we will close out the evening with you. Sunny Fat Boy, yes.
Well, he's not, I don't know where he puts it. He's not lean, but he's not super fat. Unlike our little poor Sassy.
Oracle and Tarot combo.
You're welcome, Lena.
Well, I guess I have to use the Ghost Tarot for you. Because it's Spirit.
Well, let's pull out the deck I used earlier. You can use the Ghost Tarot. I guess we'll reverse shuffle.
What does that mean?
I'll shuffle first, give this to you. You shuffle those first, give it to me. This deck is really cool. It gives a meditation, sort of, a reflection. Gives a quote from the philosopher that kind of influenced the art and or the artist. And then it gives a little oracular meaning and a mantra.
One more.
You startled him. Holy cow.
Sorry, son man.
Did he joke?
No, it was Kara. I know it was Kara.
It was him.
He heard that riffle and he just jumped up like that.
I think it was when you pounded the table. Here, Mr.
I never pound that table.
Oh, gosh. All right, let's see what we have here. Ooh.
The gift of life.
Gifts of life, plural. And what does it say on there?
I don't know.
Enjoy the scenery. Roads have
Turns.
turns.
Ooh. Okay. Well, interesting that you got the gift of life from the Oracle, because from the Tarot, I got the reverse Ten of Pentacles.
Ah,
Yeah. And I like it upright, you know, the ghost family with the human family, but it's reversed.
all right. Well, the gift of life is about enjoy the scenery. Roads have turns. And this is Avicenna. I hope I'm saying that name right. The philosopher Avicenna. Enjoy the scenery. Roads have turns. I prefer a short life with width. You know, width, width, to a narrow one with length. It's not the length, but the width that counts. Okay. So I'm going to read the reflection right now first. I think that's the most important part of this anyway. You are gifted with moments to experience joy in a variety of ways. Your inner peace and happiness are not what you gain by working to achieve them. They are already embedded in you. All you need to do is trust your higher self and surrender to the power that has created you to be the best in what you are. The more you are aware and accepting of what comes your way, the happier you will be. Life is filled with simple pleasures. Your creative power is undoubtedly one of them, as are moments of nature, sweet communion, freedom, friendship, blessed assurance of divine presence, and so much more. Ignoring or saving them for later becomes an extra load that could turn into burdens or nostalgic dreams. You can never return to the same potential that you missed. Cultivate your awareness of the smaller pleasures that are lined up for you. Infinite gifts are embedded along the path for you. Being aware of each moment and mindful of the gifts you are blessed to have, whether big or small, while you experience them. Mantra. I am thankful for the little things I receive throughout the day. I am fully aware of the blessings and the pleasure they bring me.
Are you done?
Yeah,
It's a lot to read.
it is.
I
What do you
know.
want me to do?
I don't know. I don't remember what I wanted to say.
Should I let you go first?
No, you should know. Okay, Ten of Pentacles reversed. I cheated a little bit because I thought about some of the things I normally think about the Ten of Pentacles, but I wanted this to be about the message from Spirit. So I took a quick look into a guide, and the last thing I saw said, oh, what if this is about people in your past, ancestors or not, who maybe are holding you back in certain ways? The Ten of Pentacles may be suggesting skeletons in the closet, according to the booklet I just looked at. Things that hold you back because maybe they're regrets, or they're things that have constraints on your feelings, your time, your mentality. And so it may be saying that although these other things are happening, maybe Spirit says there are still things in your past or with past ancestors or spirit that need to be acknowledged in certain ways, the skeleton in the closet, or need to have you know more about them, that you still need to know what that skeleton in the closet actually is.
I don't know. I'm looking at that Ten of Pentacles and lining it up with this other card and thinking to myself, the Spirit's message for you is, what is it you really value? Maybe you're placing too much value on certain things in your life when the whole journey is what's important. And that the small things are as valuable as the big things. The lessons and the curves in the road. Remember how it said life has its turns? Those turns, those stumbles, those searching for direction moments are equally as important and valuable to you as everything else. And so don't place too much emphasis or value on any one thing. This whole journey to you is what you're here for.
Well, then if that's the gifts of life, this is the gifts of spirit or non-life, that there still are mysteries to confront
Agreed.
or to understand.
Agreed.
Thank you.
Did you look at your bottom card or did you mess them up?
It's another 10.
And it's reversed?
And it's reversed.
What are your cards?
It's the 10 of Swords reversed.
Okay, so there is...
What was your bottom card?
Do you want me to read it?
No. But you asked me, so I thought it was fair play.
All right. It is fair. Well, I like this message in relation to what I said too. And maybe we don't have to read this one. We'll just take it at face value. Let faith lift you up. Accept the darkness to find the light.
And the 10 of Swords...
is about finding the light again.
It's the 10... It is the 10 of Swords,
Yeah,
yes.
it's
For a
about...
minute I thought it was Wands, and I was wrong, but it's the 10 of Swords. It is about finding the light again. It is about reversing the darkness, the evil. So these two really coincide much better than the first two, in my opinion.
Talk about amazing there.
Ah!
But I think what I do want to do,
No
I'm not
poop.
going to read
No
the whole
poop.
thing for that one.
No poop.
But as Mr. O has rained on my Oracle parade here.
No, I didn't. I pooped on it.
But I will say Shunryu Suzuki's quote, faith is a state of openness or trust. A fanatic person who clings to certain ideas about the nature of God and the universe has no faith at all. The attitude of faith is to let go and to become open to truth, whatever it might turn out to be. So in other words, there's going to be a lot of twists and turns on your journey, on your spiritual journey. And just accept them, let it go and accept and be open to the truths that they provide to you.
If I put these two together, then what it says is that the secrets from the past or of the ancestors or the family that you may find out or that you're being challenged to find out will free you, will really liberate you, because that's what the 10 of Swords is reversed.
Well, and I like that 10 of Swords with that last Oracle card.
Yeah.
In that it's just, the 10 of Swords reversed is about moving on.
They really
just keep
meld.
moving forward.
They really meld.
No regrets. Move forward and learn the lessons that time has to teach. Wow.
Wow, indeed.
Well, it is a little early. We are done with Violet Lotus. We closed the list. But Angel, did you want a quick card pull? Anybody else is here that wants a quick card pull? We can do that.
I think he was just saying hi.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Ah. All right. Let's just do a quick tarot.
All right.
We'll do the top and bottom card for you. I noticed we didn't do a Lenormand for Violet, but hey, you got some good cards there. I feel like leaving it at that. I really do. I think that was pretty good. Hey, if you got to get the kiddo to bed, go ahead
if you got to
and do
get
it.
going, that's fine. Don't worry, we can close
We
it.
got it covered.
Thanks a lot for everything, Violet. As always.
Shuffle. It's the tiny deck. Oh, let me move
The
that.
teeny tiny deck.
Okay, it's the Nine of Spoons reversed, and that's the Nine of Swords, but it's reversed. And then on the bottom, interesting, we've got the Three of Pentacles upright.
Oh.
That's actually, I like this, hopefully, Angel. This looks to me that a lot of anxieties or fears or worries that you or others on your team, and yes, I believe this is work-related in a way, because of that Three of Pentacles there, so that a lot of anxieties and pressures or stress that they've been recently feeling are going to be found to be like everything's better now. It seems as though people are working together more, they understand things more, and some of their fears have been put to rest. Uh-oh.
There was a lot of hot air and you got rid of it.
I like that. I like that. You couldn't resist.
Blow it up and let it go.
That's funny. Let's do
Yeah.
the Lenormand on that. But I feel like, no, this indicates that, or maybe people were having some uncomfortability working together. They just had some stresses relating to each other. But it just seems as though it's going to be much better now. They're over it. Uh-oh. I
got
pulled two.
Do we want them?
I think we do.
Okay. What a night. Angel, if you were here early, we were just totally goofy tonight.
Actually, it was the other way. I pulled that one first.
Oh, the coffin?
Yes.
Okay.
Because the way they were.
So
All right.
the
So
sun is drying up your coffin.
I like it. So there is, the sun is, it's not that success is coming to an end. There's an end to things that were blocking success. So I feel that, because the sun just changes everything, surrounding it. So this is very positive. So I feel that whatever stresses there were are coming to an end now, and people either see the light, which is the sun, things have been more illuminated, they get it now, and things will be moving in a better direction.
In a sense, it's overall balance because on the coffin there is a crescent moon and then there's the sun. So it's a sense of balance. All is well in the world. Sunlight makes roses grow.
That's what we have for you. All right. Wow. Well, hey, that is our show.
Woohoo!
We're glad we got to read for so many people. They popped in late.
Yeah, we didn't think we were going to have a show.
I know. It was just two people for a while, and then all of a sudden, it bloomed
You're
into
very
a
welcome,
show.
of course.
Hey, you are very welcome. So, reminder again about Happy Hour. Happy Hour will not be happening because we will be moving to do our public event
At the
on
Arts and Craft
Saturday.
Metaphysical Store in Hartford, Michigan.
It's a really very cool store they have over there.
Yeah, we expect to do a lot of buying while we're there.
I just don't need to do that right now.
It was a lot of fun stuff.
But they have great stuff, and there will be other vendors there and readers. There's somebody who wrote a tarot book, right?
Janet Beres.
Yeah, will be there.
How to Do It Tarot? How to Do It Tarot? I don't remember.
I can't remember, but she has a couple guides to the tarot out there.
B-E-R-R-E-S. B as in boy, E-R-R-E-S. Janet Beres.
Yeah, and they have like a private, they have a room they're going to have readers set up with. They have another room They have a kitchen there, a little small kitchenette, and they have a big room for their store. It's just a really nice setup. So we're looking forward to that. And it's been a long time since we've seen them now. So.
I think we'll have a blast. We love these people. We love that side of the state. It's kind of nice over there.
Yeah, I know. It's going to be sad leaving you all behind for happy hour. But you have to promise to stay happy till next week. just stay happy. And, we hope so. We hope we make some good contacts there statewide and, we get a little more notice. Maybe it'll bring in some viewers from that side of the state. That's what I'm hoping for,
You
too.
never know.
Yeah. So,
hey, maybe we should try to broadcast live there. No.
Someday, that's
Someday
an
we
idea.
will. Yeah,
They
I
definitely
thought
have
about
the
that.
space for it, so it is doable. We could talk to them about that.
Yeah. I've thought about this.
I bet you have. All right, everybody.
Well, we wouldn't be the first ones to do that, of course. There's that other group that does podcasts for you.
Well, let's give one more final Sunny Cam here before Kara
well, of
leaves.
course.
And there's Sleepy Sunny. Look, he's rolling over for you, Kara. He's playing dead. Nighty night, Gina. We'll see you soon. All right. Look at him. Aw.
We wish we could take them with us up north.
Oh, they would not want to go, I'm sure.
They have plenty of cats of their own.
All right, everybody. Well, thanks for joining us at the show, and we will see you on Sunday. But don't forget our other programming, Mr. O's Emotional Exchanges.
And Banshee's Material
And My
Matters.
Material Matters will be as usual. Take care. Have a great rest of the night, and we'll see you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.